Do you see that list? This, I don't know how to put this. I'll put it this way. You're really not married until what consummates the relationship is not what people think. It's when your wife puts a grocery list in your hand and sends you to a store to pick up specific items that she wants. Now, this is only if your wife cooks. If your wife doesn't cook, you can throw all this information out the window. But my wife cooks, and she wants particular things. And when they trust you to send you to a store to pick up those things, that's where the rubber meets the road. It's just where the rubber meets the road. It's where, can you cut it? Can you cut it as a man? Can you take a list of things, go into a store, find those things, buy those things, get them in the car, and get them to your wife in a timely, professional manner? So today, that's what I'm going to attempt to do. But I will tell you this: when they see a man pull up in the parking lot, I'm at the Piggly Wiggly. She sent me to a specific store. This is very highly. You can't just go wherever. You got to go to the place. But anyway, when they see you pull up in the parking lot and they see that you have a list in your hand, and when the list is printed from a computer, and things have gone into it. A lot of it's got the Piggly Wiggly thing on it. There's a lot of thought, a lot of planning, a lot of hopes and dreams on that list. And if I go, when I pull up at the parking lot and they see me with that list, they immediately in that store start hiding things, taking things off the shelf that are supposed to be there, moving them to weird parts of the store where I can't find them, and then making me. Because if I have to break down, and I will, if I have to break down and call her in the middle of this, then what was the point of sending me? Why didn't she just do it herself? If I can't do it without making phone calls and bothering her while she is working, what's the point of me going out here? What? You might as well get Instacart from those people. They don't care. I got to be better than Instacart. Period. And I've already had some issues today. I've already had some run-ins with the lady that talks to me in the car and tells me where to go. We've had some issues today already, so I'm already kind of on edge. And this store, they better not be in there right now messing this list up. And also, of course, you can't just have the list. You got to have the things after. She takes the time and makes the list and does all the things. No matter what, there's going to be something that is added. This is the trick part that gets you. There's something that you add to the list. And then when I go in there, if I see something that strikes me, I buy it. And I don't look at the price. I don't compare it to others. I just get it because it's what I want. And that'll be added to this list, but it won't be written down. But she's okay with that. That's okay. We have an understanding. I'll get what I want. But anyway, I have the written in things. I have the things that are there. It tells the price, it tells the quantity for me in case I can't figure things out. So let's see what happens, guys. I've done this before many times in my life, but every time I do it, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. See what you got. See what you got, Chris. All right, this is not a big store. This has already thrown me off my game. I expected to come into a really large store. Okay, let's get my breath and try to find the things. Surely this should be easy. It's just got to be a trick. I'm already completely off my game. They did not have the caprese tomatoes. They did not have okra. So I told you, when they see it, they see you coming, and they just set you up for failure. I'm back on my game. I'm finding the stuff that is on this list on sale, the actual things. home stretch, guys, I really feel like I am I feel like I have completed the mission. I'm going to go back. I'm going to double, triple check. But things are going great. Yeah, I feel like I even got things that she didn't ask me to get that were necessary. I mean, this could be the best grocery trip ever if it wasn't for the things that they didn't have. All right, I got all of my documentation in order. I even used the card. I have a card written in black Sharpie, groceries. So that card is for groceries. And I used that card. I really feel this time, I mean, I might receive some kind of, I don't know, promotion, maybe some type of a new title, you know, executive director of grocery, supervisor, something. I may get some kind of title that I haven't had before. I may, you know, I don't know. I mean, I'm getting excited because of the opportunities, the prospect of some kind of recognition, you know, because it's a big deal. You know, if I'm gonna do something, I want some kind of, I don't know. I just feel like I deserve, you know, with this kind of work, this kind of performance, you know, if this is a performance-based kind of thing, I feel pretty good about my performance today. I just do, you know, and I don't think there's anything wrong with me, you know, kind of singing my praises here, you know. Yeah, because there were some opportunities there for some mistakes to be made. And while it's true, I have not had my inspection yet, you know, for what I have done. I'm pretty confident. And I'm telling you, when I went in there were some scary moments. I mean, there were some things, like I said, that weren't available to buy. There were some decisions, but I did not make one phone call home. Now, she did call me and tell me to buy something, which I bought. Mission accomplished for that. You know, it's just the little victories, you know, one little thing. Like if there's a list of things and, you know, there's 2 or 3 things in one section, like the beverage section, and there's 2 things and I get the 2 right things, that's a little victory. You got to take the little victories, guys. Don't just expect to win the whole thing, you know, with one. It's a process, one thing at a time. Just buy one product at a time. That's my advice to you. If your wife, if you feel like she's ready to take the next step in your relationship, in your marriage, whatever you want to call it, and she hands you that list of grocery items for you to go get at a specific store at a specific time, and it's computer generated, and I mean, when it's serious, when it's for real, the chips are down, and she hands you that list, my best advice to you is don't panic. Look at that list and just get one thing at a time. If it takes you 6-7 hours, that's fine. But just don't give up. Don't quit. Don't walk in the store and go, oh, they don't have this. You know, just look around for 2 seconds and what? No, you look in that. If they don't have okra, you look through that whole store for okra. Just go through the whole store. And then if you don't find it, then they don't have it. But don't just go home and tell her, hey, they didn't have okra and you didn't even look, because she'll find out. She'll call the store and talk to the produce manager And they'll say, yeah, I had all kind of okra sitting over there on the left. He didn't even, I saw your husband come in and he just walked right past it, didn't even try to find the okra. So they will find out if you try to lie. So don't lie. Little victories, one step at a time, baby steps, and just celebrate. Every time you find a product, have a little celebration right there in the store. Just have a good time and just say, yes, I found the milk. And, and other people won't think that's weird because, especially the women, because they've probably tried to do that with their husband unsuccessfully. Um, and they just gave up. They said, you know what? Because I can promise you this, if Tammy had that list and she came over here to this store, it would be a complete and total success. It would be every item plus items that she didn't even think of when she made the list, and she would probably save a whole bunch of money, and it would be so successful. It'd be like the most successful grocery trip in the history of the world. And that's how it would happen if she did it. So if she's going to send me, like I said, I can't come in here and just go through. You can't just go through the motions, guys. I mean, you got to you got to try. Just try. Just do your best. Do your best, please. Don't make her have to go to the grocery store when she could send you. Now, if you got a job and you're at work and she's at home, go do your job. If you're like me and you're retired, there's a little more pressure when you're retired. A lot of people think it's easy. Like, oh man, he don't have to go to work. That guy just hangs out at the house all day. Yeah, but guess who else is at the house? You gotta answer. You can't just breeze through life. There are things that you have to do. Well, I got home and I got some feedback, and probably wasn't as awesome as I thought. I didn't get enough ground beef, and I got too much chicken stock and chicken broth. There were just some things that, if I could have read her mind, um, with some kind of way, if I had telepathy and I could get inside her head, maybe I could have gotten. I mean, I don't really think it's my fault, the things that may have gone wrong. But it was very minimal, not much, not much. And so I stand by my success, and I celebrate my little victories. And maybe, next time I'll understand even better what to do.